We're here today to celebrate the marriage of my beautiful daughter, Aimee, and her newly wedded husband, Karl. I'm sure you'll agree, Aimee looks absolutely fabulous. And Karl, you've not scrubbed up bad yourself, lad.
Okay, do you want to be there? Yeah, okay, so I'll stay with the girls. Should I see you in the bar and they collect it later?
Aimee and Karl met many moons ago at the Premier Inn Hotel, a place they call the Purple Place. Aimee was working there part-time on various shifts and Karl was a manager. They met whilst working in Manchester Hotel and soon, afterwards, romance bloomed. It was much to my surprise that Karl asked me to go for a pint in our local village pub only a few weeks ago, and he asked me if he could marry Aimee. The wedding planning was well underway, so better late than never, Karl. My words of advice for you, Karl, because I understand I have to give them to you. The wife is always right. When a woman says, "What?" it's not because she didn't hear you, it's actually giving you a chance to change your mind. And my final piece of advice is a happy wife leads a happy life. Hey.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Karl Anthony Ryan, do take thee, Aimee Chantal Andrew, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I promise to treasure our love and friendship and care for you with kindness and understanding. I look forward to our future together with hope, happiness and joy.
It now gives me the greatest pleasure to get those jazzy angels ready. Karl and Aimee, to pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh,
Karl, please go.
Every love story has a beginning, and people can often remember where and when they were when they first met. There's normally a bit of eye connection, and then there's body language, and then there's a connection, a spark, and a commonality is found. And before you know it, you feel like you've known that person forever. And the rest, as they say, is history. Well, that moment came for me and Karl when we was 3 years old, and we was at the top of the slide at playgroup. The commonality would no doubt have been Star Wars, and we would also have been the smallest. And although I don't know how Karl actually asked Aimee out, right, well there we go. But I do know since he's been with Aimee, she's brought out the best in him. Because even prior to meeting Aimee, Karl's always been a really good laugh, a great friend, very loyal, very thoughtful, and he's more content than I've ever known him. And why wouldn't he be? He's got 3 great kids, great family, and now a great wife who looks amazing today.
So on behalf of my wife and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for coming today. Everyone has travelled in some way to be here and share our special day, and it's quite humbling to realise that friends and family will make so much effort to be with you on your special day. And it amazes me how far people will go to have a free glass of wine, you know. I promise to keep this short, so finally I'd like to thank Aimee, my beautiful wife, for turning up today. Also for turning up that fateful day at Premier Inn when I interviewed you for your job. Thank you, Peter. You are the most thoughtful, selfless, kind and generous woman I have ever known. Thank you for taking my breath away every single day and for choosing me and saying yes 10 years later. But most of all, I wanted to thank you, Aimee, for loving me as much as I love you. I read somewhere recently. Okay, I told you needed them tissues, right? I read somewhere recently that you don't marry the person you can live with, you marry the person that you can't live without. You've made me the happiest man alive, and I'm so glad that I get to call you my wife.